Welcome to Every Day is Funny, the meditative morning show about newspaper comics. And we're reaching the halfway point of the Great Garfield Watch-Along of 2004. Well, the movie's from 2004. I'm watching it now. That'd be so cool if I had archival of me reviewing Garfield from 2004 when it first came out, but alas, no. I'm watching the 2004 Garfield movie 10 minutes at a time and reviewing it today, part 4 of 8. And it starts in an interesting way. Garfield is pissed at all the attention Odie is getting, and he hits a ball out of frustration that creates the second of the movie's Rube Goldberg machines. And things hit into things and other things, and then the house is basically destroyed. It's very silly, and then he gets thrown out of the house for the night by John. Then as Garfield's kicked out and John and Odie are sleeping, he sings a spoof of Billy Joel's New York State of Mind called New Dog State of Mind, which is a pretty lazy parody title switch up. I bet there's 10 other Joel songs. Moving Out, he just got thrown out of the house. It feels like maybe there's more applicableness there. I'm in Vienna, you could probably turn it into anything. It's just one word. Give me those Joel Garfield combos. What else? Scenes from Cat Outside. Alright, I shouldn't be trying this. But then Odie does a very sweet gesture. And he leaves the room, comfortable in bed with John, to go sit with Garfield outside after he's kicked out. But then Garfield tricks him, escapes inside, and locks Odie out. Now, I don't know if I find that something Garfield would do. Garfield's just lazy. I don't think he's always so... I think he'll just accept whatever's happening in his life. Maybe he'll be pissed that Odie's around and getting this attention, but I don't see him as a cat that takes action in any sort of way. So I don't know if I really buy what really is the central plot line here. Not that you have to be so specific and cater to the comics, but it's just Garfield's lazy. But I also understand how a cat being lazy for 80 minutes is not the most thrilling of movies to spend millions of dollars on. So then Odie's locked out now. He sees a pizza boy and runs after him and runs away in general. This is the point where I'm a little confused about Odie's intelligence level in this movie. And maybe I've briefly brought it up before, but he goes to sit outside with Garfield. He dances with Garfield. He threw a pillow at Garfield. He's kind of has thought and emotion, and he seems pretty intelligent. He can't speak. He's the only animal in this that can't speak, but he does seem to recognize everything that's going on. The running after a pizza boy felt like the very instinctual side of him had taken over. Because he, in his, I think based on what he's done so far, he'd be oh, John's going to wonder where I am. I got to stay right here. But instead he just chases a pizza boy the pizza smell is pretty contained in the back of the motorcycle he's on. So he probably can't even smell the pizza that much. I think he just recognizes the text of pizza. And that's what I'm saying. Odie's incredibly intelligent. He can read pizza signs. I mean, have you ever met a smarter thing? So anyway, Odie goes missing. Then we cut to the villain who's looking for a dog and sees John's missing dog signs. So now the villain knows that Odie is out there somewhere. And then this whole chunk ends with Liz coming over for a dinner date. While Odie has just gone missing, John's very stressed and he forgot about the date. And he's about to tell her about Odie, but he's too ashamed. So instead he says, "I forgot about our dinner." which seems way worse. Like, Odie fleeing or escaping was not his fault. But if you say, like, on your first or second date, I forgot about our dinner, like, that's a bad look. So I don't know why he defaulted to that. Because then 2 seconds later, he just tells her the truth and it's fine, and they go look for Odie. And that is the end of part 4. So we know probably next time Odie's going to get kidnapped. We're really getting to finally the action-y meat and potatoes of the plot. We are 40 minutes in already to a movie that is now halfway over. But maybe they'll amp everything up tomorrow. Let's get to the comics. All right, Family Circus. We see the boy of the family putting a slice of pizza into the turtle's habitat in the family home. I guess they have a pet turtle. I haven't seen this before, but he's handing it a slice of pizza. The daughter looks away and screams, "Jeffy's trying to feed pizza to our turtle again." Okay. I feel like it's a lazy joke when it offers no new information than what I can see in the image. Like, that's it? There's not like a joke about the qualities of pizza in terms maybe how they're similar, layers, shells. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is there not just more to this joke? It just says Jeffy's trying to feed pizza to our turtle again. That's a very, like, describing what is happening in the scene, slice of life kind of thing. Even like she could say at the end, we know this girl's a little clever. She could just add at the end, like, how cheesy. I'm not saying it's good, but it's a joke. I don't know. And it sounds like this is a repeated problem. Again. The parents aren't able to talk some sense into him about why that's not a good idea. Does he want to kill the turtle? Is pizza bad for turtles even? I don't know. I don't understand the point of this whole strip. Jeffy's trying to feed pizza to our turtle again. Jeffy looks so, not only, I wouldn't say casual, just like disinterested in life in general. I think he's feeding off his mom's energy because we've seen in the past the mom wants out of the family. I think Jeffy's starting to get that same feeling. He just looks like, how do I make my life more exciting? Let me just feed pizza to the turtle. That's all I got. And even this is bringing me zero joy. I'm sad, the turtle's sad, mom's sad. My sister's calling me out for even the slightest of inconveniences and grievances. What are we doing here? I'm gonna be a child forever. I never get to grow up. This was fun 20 years ago, but now I'm starting to think that this life of constant debauchery is not suited for who I really am. And I'm stuck here feeding pizza to a turtle for more than the first time. It's just kind of sad. All right, Mary Worth time. I want to read Mary Worth again because yesterday, Wilbur was alluding to something being missing with Dawn's visit. And I was trying to figure out if he was talking about a secret Dawn was keeping from him that he was sensing, or just that he wishes she had more of a positive mother figure in their lives when they're all hanging out, especially after she was kicked out by the mother for, I suppose, the mother's fault, but I don't really believe that. So we'll see if that's discussed again today. Oh, good God. Wilbur's talking to his other goldfish. The headline says, as Wilbur confides in his goldfish, he says, I had fun with Dawn and Mary at karaoke tonight, Willa. But I can't help thinking of your brother, Stellan. Oh my God. Yo, we can agree. This is kind of excessive. What was missing was Stellan the whole time. I think I even joked about that yesterday, not thinking that was actually a possibility. I can't help. That's what's missing? He's saying this to another goldfish. They have another fish. First of all, why are you telling the other fish that you missed the first fish? And why are you so hung up on Stellan? Like, you're out with your daughter who's not always around to visit. You're doing karaoke, it's a very fun evening, and you're thinking about your dead goldfish the whole time and like saying something's missing? Do you out of your mind? I'm legit like worried about Wilbur now. I never thought he was cool, but I was never as seriously worried. Even doing the burial at sea, because I felt like that was actually masking his true upsetness over his relationship ending. So that kind of felt like metaphoric. This just feels like, what are you doing, dude? Hang out with your daughter, read a book, go to karaoke. Like, you're still thinking about your dead goldfish? What good times did you have? Especially when you have another goldfish. This is insane. I feel like even a member of PETA would be reading this, following this plotline, and be like, all right, Wilbur, let's, come on now. All right, wow. Yeah, I mean, that's going to keep me coming back, because I'm seeing the downfall of a man in real time. A fake man, but a man nonetheless. It's fascinating, and I hope this continues, because I have no idea where they're going to take bringing back this plot line when it was so clearly, literally dead and buried. All right, Rex Morgan time. Yesterday, Corey and Aunt Linda, no, not Linda, Judy, right? Yeah, Aunt Judy were going to pick up Parker from the hospital. We see they are walking down the hallway, still going towards Parker's room. Corey says, Parker's my best friend. Anything they need, I'm there. Aunt Judy says, your dad raised a good kid, Corey. Then they run into Rex Morgan, hell yeah. Corey says, hey, there's Dr. Morgan. Rex Morgan says, good morning. I still need to see Parker before we discharge them, and it'll be a little while. Sorry for any delay. What the hell's going on? I thought you were on a tight ship, Morgan. Why the delay? Did something happen last night? Did the bully beat him up again? And now Rex Morgan's trying to like cover up while the nurse works on Parker to cover up any bruises. And the nurse is like, go out there, distract them. Rex is like, he's elongating every word. I still need to see Parker before he did. What happened? Uh-oh, I haven't seen him today. I didn't know this was going to be a problem. But now Corey does seem more open-minded to being there for Parker. I still think they should pass some of that responsibility to the so-called other friends in the school. No one's visiting Parker. No one's checking in on him. It's very sad. They're very fair-weather friends. I do think maybe they're setting up with this delay, the fact that maybe Corey and Aunt Judy are going to run into the bully before Parker does. Maybe. Because they're going to have a delay. They're going to be wandering around the hospital or sitting in a waiting room. Maybe someone connected with the bully will come in. They'll chat it up, learn more about each other, go home happier and more matured emotionally. That'd be my guess. All right, let me think of a comment. Okay, I'm gonna play off my belief that Aunt Judy was coming on to Corey's dad the other day and has a thing for him. So I'm gonna have her say, your dad raised a good kid, Corey. Why won't he answer my calls? And then Corey goes, I think he just doesn't feel the same, Judy. And she goes, it's one dinner, it won't kill him. Send. Time to wind down for this July 24th. Have a great hump day. And remember, every day is funny.